like Joe.
Joe. The Lovings.
The Lovings.
Okay.
Stop.
So, let's get started. Did you practice last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
I made sure I was mostly focusing on doing the diaphragm breathing in choir.
That's great.
And sometimes in front of my windowsill, mirror on my closet, I would do the kinesthetic.
Great.
And on the piano, I practiced a couple times the pentatonic scale.
Oh, that's very good.
Oh, that is so hard to remember.
Yeah.
Diaphragm, kinesthetic,
throwing a lot at
pentatonic
you.
scale. Yes.
Yeah. But
Lots
it's
of big
because you're
words.
a smart kiddo, so I wouldn't throw stuff at you if I didn't think you could handle it. So that's good. That's very good. And how did you find the breathing in choir? Did you find it helpful? Did you find it
mostly in
difficult?
choir we sit down.
Oh.
We sit down with Laura. She likes to have us put our elbows like near our waists, sort of, and like hold out our books.
Mm-hmm.
And practice and like sing.
Can you show me how you sit when you're sitting in choir?
On that?
Yeah.
Like back there's the pew, and normally the pew's like leaned back a little bit, so it's sort of like this.
Okay. I'm gonna give you a little bit. Of course, sit however Laura wants you to sit. She's the director. I will say that it's gonna be a lot harder to sing with support when you're reclined. So
So sit up.
yeah.
Well, that's how I usually do it. Sometimes when my back is hurting a little bit, I like sort of relax.
Mhm.
She likes us to feel comfortable.
And that's good, and I understand that, especially during like long periods, if you have longer rehearsals or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I would try as much as you can. Do you sit like that when you're at the piano?
I sit up pretty straight, and also at like the keyboard when I'm like typing in a recipe for my mom or something.
Yeah. So the way you sit,
Looking up a recipe to print it.
when you are playing piano or when you're typing, the way that you sit then is the way I would like you to sit when you're singing. It's going to keep you aligned.
Okay.
And it's easier to play your instrument that way. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Does she work with parts and stuff individually?
Laura,
Like, are there moments where you're not singing during rehearsal?
Oh, tons and tons. She is always doing this type of thing, like basses only, or basses and tenors,
Perfect.
maybe altos and sopranos.
Yes, so
all three except sopranos. Yeah.
Those moments when you aren't singing, those are the moments you can recline.
Yeah.
If you're singing, you're sitting upright.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, let's get started, and I would like for you to show me a nice diaphragmatic breath. That's very good. Now let's add one more thing.
Kinesthetic.
Nope. Let's try to do that without any audible breath.
Oh, yes.
Beautiful. Maybe relax the jaw a little bit. Very good. Yeah, I can tell you've been practicing because even though I can tell you're thinking about it, I can tell you're thinking about it less than you were.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
All right, Oscar, it's time to get down. Okay, let's do...
I love how he's like so well trained. It looked like all you did was like shift a little. He's just
Yep, he knows. He's a good boy.
He's a very good boy.
Okay, so let's just get you phonating a little bit. I want you to go...
Okay.
Indiscriminate pitch, whatever, high to low with a kinesthetic.
All right.
Nice connection through the passaggio.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, I want you to do it again. And anytime you are about to phonate. You know what I mean by phonate?
Not really.
Make sound.
Oh.
Sorry, it's just a fancy word for make sound. Yeah. Anytime you are about to phonate, or sing, I want you to, the first thing that you do, think about your breath.
Okay.
Okay, so I'd like you to try that again.
Do you want it to be audible, probably?
The breath?
Practice it? Yeah.
A non-audible breath is
Alright.
the goal. Very good. Yes, that was a good breath. I could see a lower expansion. I didn't hear anything, which is also very good. Yeah.
Suppressed.
Yeah, and nice, still very connected on your side. I will say one other element to this, because you're doing so well. When you take that deep breath in, take the deep breath in, but don't hold it and then sigh.
All right.
Try to make it one, like, continuous motion.
Legato.
Yes, a legato gesture. So make the breath part of the gesture, and once that's full, then release into
So
a
don't,
sigh.
like, be like, oh. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right.
One more time.
I'm sorry. I was
saw you
thinking
hold it just
about.
a little bit, yeah.
I was like, was that a good breath? Huh? What? It's just like, oh, good.
I'll tell you what. It was a good breath, and the one before that was a really good breath too. So, now that we've gotten the good breath, let's focus on continuing that good breath in one
And no,
one
like,
gesture.
pauses. All right.
Yeah, very good. What happens when you hold your air is sometimes it creates tension. I didn't really hear a whole lot of tension, but that can happen. It can also,
Is tension like voice cracks or like?
it can cause that. Body tension can cause a lot of problems. It can cause you to flat or sharp, or, it's just, it's like if your piano was, if the chord was tuned a little tight or something.
Yeah.
That's more tension.
Makes
That
it
may not be the
sound
best.
more like a honky tonk.
Yeah, a little tinny. I guess a better example would be like when you're playing piano, and if you have a lot of tension in your fingers, it makes it harder to play.
Stiff.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, exactly.
like one bone.
You can't be as fluid in your articulation.
I had tons of tension this morning, I think. It's, so you know how it like snowed and frosted overnight a little.
Mhm.
So on our backyard we have like a lot of holes and puddles and a sandbox that got water in it. It's empty. We just use it to store like toys and stuff like Andy's soccer ball. And so all the water froze. And I was barehanded with no coat for some reason. I was just excited to get out there because I wanted to get a head start on my brother. He's like, I'm going to go get my coat and my gloves. And I'm just like, goodbye.
Yeah.
Out the door to go play with it. And so I'm like grabbing the snow. And literally I could barely move my fingers more than that. So I rinsed them under a little bit of hot water and like sort of did that.
So imagine that kind of tension in your body when you hold your breath.
Yeah.
And how that would affect your singing.
Hiccups, how dare you.
Yeah. So try to not hold any breath.
All right.
Okay. So, let's have you just do, actually, let's just dive on into a 5-finger pattern. Let's go, I like me, because it's a nice closed vowel, so.
Holding it or just like me. Alright.
On this top note, I know that's kind of high to start you out. Actually, let's start you just a little bit lower. How about there? you to do a kinesthetic. I'm going to start you where we did,
Alright.
right there. And I want you to get nice slow breath. Okay. Think about up here, because I know you got an E flat. Try to think of just floating right on top of the pitch, like. Like it doesn't have to be pushed or
Just sort of whisper it, kind of.
Like sigh into it almost.
All right.
And try doing this with your hand, so you have a nice raised soft palate. All right, let's see. Where was I?
E flat.
Yeah, that's. All right. One more. Back down. Let's try something else. You remember the bumblebee?
Bumblebee, like the actual song, or like a type of practicing, or...
When we talked about placement, and I told you to pretend like there's a bumblebee in your mouth?
Bumblebee in your mouth. Place it somewhere, like on the roof of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Placing it in your mouth.
Yeah, so you can move your placement all sorts of ways. You can move it to the back of your throat, not a great place.
Yeah.
You can move it, I like to keep mine right behind my nose. You can also move it to the very tip of your nose,
Sometimes
which is...
it actually like sort of tickles there.
Yeah, that's called
Yeah.
the mask resonance. That's actually a thing. And it's good that you do feel that. So, I like to put my bumblebee right behind my nose. So, let's try that E flat again. And I want you to try to put that bumblebee behind your nose. Oh. Yeah. Let's try instead of knee, do fa 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 fa. Yeah, that was better. Did that feel better to you?
Yeah, I could definitely feel something in there.
Okay.
Like behind my nose. Like normally it's like around there.
Yeah. So with F, it's going to have a lot of air and focus your air. So anytime you're finding you're having difficulty placing, I think that's probably a good fa, fa, fa.
Oh, I thought you were going to say placement of the bumblebee.
Yes, that too. How dramatic the difference in vocal production was?
Yeah, mostly because it went lower. Sorry.
Yeah, but it was also a very, and that wasn't that much lower.
It seemed to get lower, and I could actually feel more of it tingling around there.
Yeah. So
I know that's not the greatest word to use.
No, that's great. No, there's no
like actual way to put it.
It's your experience, and I'm not in your body. So whatever words you want to use to try to describe what you're feeling is great. So,
vibrating.
Yes, vibrating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Vocal coaches will often call that a mask resonance because it's vibrating and resonating through the mask. Like where you would wear a mask.
Yes.
Yeah. Great. So, I wanted to actually get to a little bit of music because we never really play music. We do a lot of vocalese and technique and stuff, but I thought it would be nice.
Big
to do this.
words.
Yeah.
Science.
Science.
Feels like my science class. It's like, use the eukaryotic cell and put the prokaryotic. Yeah, that's like actual like thing we were using for months and months.
Vocalese are like the vocal warm-ups that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kinesthetics, you know what those are now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roller coaster.
Yes, roller coaster hands.
Yeah.
Do you know This Little Light of Mine?
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
Yeah. Great. So let's.
I sang that in church by memory. We all did, and we held out little fake candles.
Nice.
Walked around the church. I went into the bathroom saying, "Everywhere I go,
That's great.
I'm gonna let it shine."
Okay,
I
so
just had to do that.
let's. Do you have a preferred key? Do you know? Great. Key of F.
All right.
Okay, let's see if I can give you a really rough accompaniment. So I'm gonna have you sing through it, and I would love for you to apply all the things that we just did. Can you tell me what those are?
Kinesthetic.
Okay.
Breathing,
Mhm.
placement of the mask resonance,
Mm-hmm.
kinesthetic, diaphragm breathing.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
I don't want to
Cool.
give you a ton of stuff. 3 things is already plenty. So,
Three's a crowd,
y-
like St. Boy says.
yeah, so nice low breath before every phrase. A kinesthetic to match the phrase that you're singing, and the nice mask resonance.
All right.
Okay. Whenever you're ready, you just jump on in.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Very nice. Very good.
We got to like jazz it up.
Very cool. I will not be jazzing it up with
Yes.
my piano
Big,
accompaniment.
huge F
Yeah.
octaves.
Yeah.
Bah.
I am not your mom. I cannot do that stuff. So I would love for you to focus more on the kinesthetic.
Yep, I forgot about that.
Yep, I could see it from my peripherals, and I could hear it in the sound a little bit. I bet if you threw in a kinesthetic, that you would have.
I just didn't know really where to go because I'm so used to doing it like
Okay.
sort of long held note going up, down.
I gotcha. Okay, that's good information for me to know. So
Although it's good, very good practice.
Yeah.
Doing that. Like,
it is, and so let's apply it in a real world context. So let's say we have this first phrase. Can you sing that first phrase for me, please?
this little light of mine.
Yes. So with that phrase, what is your target note? Like, what's the note that you're trying to get to?
C.
Sorry, the word that you're trying to get to.
Mine.
Yes. So that's like the peak of the phrase. Like that's where your target is. So if that's where your target is, show me a kinesthetic starting at the beginning of the phrase that will direct you towards mine.
All right.
Does that make sense? It's just like
Yeah.
a siren, but like this little light of mine.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. So do that with each phrase and think about the target note.
All right.
Okay, let's try that again. Whenever you're ready.
This little light of mine.
Keep going. We're gonna do the whole song, and I want you to
I'm
play
gonna
that.
let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. doing that.
Yeah, that's great. And Oscar, good grief. This would be a great time to start learning maybe like a major pentatonic. I taught you a minor last time.
Yep. It was something like that.
Yep, exactly. So
I know how summer goes. I know these three.
So if you do a song that's in minor, that's a great that's
like
a great way to
warm up.
improvise.
Right now in piano, I'm actually working on A minor, D minor,
Okay.
a lot of minor.
Yeah, if you're
The
doing
major and the minor.
if you're doing improvisation or you want to embellish, those are great notes to use. Now this is not in minor, so I will teach you a major pentatonic scale. Okay, so we're in the key of F major. So a major pentatonic is going to be do, re, mi, sol, la, do, la, sol, mi, re, do. And I know it sounds, it's a lot of Asian music uses the major pentatonic and minor pentatonic, but so does gospel and R&B.
Yeah.
So, and if you put...
It just sounded like it was like, sort of like India. It reminded me of Asia.
Yeah, and it's because it's very commonly associated with their music. They do use those scales frequently. But if you play it with a little bit of different, like, rhythmic integrity, it's going to sound differently. So, do, re, mi, sol, la, do, la, sol, mi, re, do.
Yeah.
See, it sounds a little less Asian.
Dramatic.
Yeah, it sounds a little bit more.
Keep the drama on the stage.
Exactly.
I love that.
Do, la, sol, mi, re, do.
Yeah.
So why don't you try singing through that
Alright.
in as soulful of a voice as you want,
Alright.
with a good breath. Okay.
Do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi, sol, la, do, la, sol, mi, re, do. Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna try that again.
Do, re, mi, sol, la, do, la, sol, mi, re, do.
Exactly. Do that one more time.
Think about that. Do, re, mi, sol, la, do, la, sol, mi, re, do.
Exactly. Now, try that again, but add a little
Kinesthetic?
a little rhythmic flair.
Alright.
Yeah. Sing it however you feel it.
Do, re, mi, sol, la, do, la, sol, mi, re, do.
Nice. Very good. Try that again in a different rhythm.
Do, re, mi, la, sol, la, do, la, sol, mi, re, do.
Very good. Now, can you jump to
C?
Oh. Was I playing it in C?
Yeah. You.
I was.
You had your fingers on C,
Oh, okay. Okay.
so I thought I was doing my scientific predictions.
Gotcha. No, let's keep it in F.
Do, re, mi, sol, la, do, la, sol, mi, re, do.
Yeah. Now let's see if you can let's just do yeah. That was my fault, sorry.
Either or. Do, 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 do. Do, do,
yeah, this is where it gets a little harder.
Yeah.
So. Just listen. Just listen for a sec. Oops, sorry. Don't listen to that one.
Alright.
Yeah. Now sing that gesture with some soul to it.
Alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I swung that.
Hey.
Not as dramatic as that, but
Yeah, no.
still.
Hey, people bend notes all the time. That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in these last few minutes here, I'm gonna give you some homework. I love the work that you've done with your breath. So continue that work.
With,
Focus.
should I do
Focus on making it unaudible.
Alright.
Because I think you're getting the hang of making it habitual in every other way. Unaudible breath. Try throwing in kinesthetics into phrases that you're
Alright.
singing. Like in choir, the music that you're in the whiz, think about your target note and use a kinesthetic to get you there.
Yeah.
Okay? And then if there's time for you to practice pentatonics, major and minor pentatonics.
Alright.
And start playing around with them and see if you can make phrases.
Yeah. Like little songs with that.
Yeah. Exactly. Alright. Good
Alright.
job.
Bye. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Joey.
Shouldn't say bye just yet. I have to strangle myself with a coat.
Tell your mom I say hi.
Alright.